Hey friend, John McLennan here, and in this video I want to share with you a blues classic. In this one we're going to dive into how to play Comin' Home Baby as recorded by Booker T and the MGs on guitar. Now if you want to play along with this track, you've got to become familiar with something I talk a ton about here on the channel called the 12-bar blues. Now this song is a blues in the key of F minor, and even though I've played a ton of blues songs, there is still so many more little tweaks and changes that you can do in the chord progressions or the turnarounds to blues songs that can make each one unique. So this one has some really cool changes. Let's dive straight into it. We're going to start on an F minor chord. And we're going to be using, I'm going to play a bar chord here on the first fret. 1, 3, 3, 1, 1, 1. Now, you can play it a couple ways. You could do this, or what I do is I actually use my thumb. So it's the same notes, 1, 3, 3, 1, 1, 1, just using my thumb. Now, if an F minor bar chord is too hard for you, then try this. Try playing the top 4 strings. That's going to be 3, 1, 1. And that's going to sound great as well. Now we're going to put this chord together with a rhythm that goes like this. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. It's a simple 1-bar pattern here. We're going to do 3 strums. We'll strum on the first beat and then on the and of 2. So we'll count 1 and 2 and. And I'm doing all downs. Then the final strum will be on beat 4, but that's going to be a muted strum. So I just release the pressure here and then strum like that. So it's going to go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So that's the first 4 bars, and I'm going to walk you through the rest of this progression step by step. But before we do that, let me ask you, have you ever struggled getting your guitar in tune without a tuner? I know for me, this is something that was a hurdle to overcome for actually way too long. And it wasn't until I created this system that enabled me to basically grab a guitar and get it in tune with itself right away. And what I did was put down this system in just a simple 5-step PDF guide. And it shows you how to grab a guitar and get it in tune with itself right away. Now, this is actually not a typical way of tuning. In fact, if you go to Google or you go to YouTube and you just search for how to tune a guitar, you're not going to find this method. In fact, I show in the first part of this PDF the traditional ways of tuning, and then I point out a downfall with that method. And that one downfall was the reason why I was struggling with being able to tune my guitar without a tuner. So once you see these 5 steps that I laid out and you start applying them, the goal is that you'll be able to overcome this as well, grab any guitar and get it in tune right away without a tuner. So to grab this completely for free, all you got to do is go to johnmclennan.com/tuning. And you can download it right there as my gift to you and always be in tune. And then from there, we can get to the music, which is what it's all about. So back to this progression, we've got our F minor for 4 bars. From there, we're actually going to go to a very different chord for a blues progression. We're going to move up to this D flat 9 chord. And the way you play that is you play starting on the 5th string, 4, 3, 4, 4, 4. And we're going to strum that chord with the same strumming pattern that we did on the F minor. And we'll use that whenever we're playing a groove in this song. We're going to go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and for 2 times. And then we'll return back to the F minor, 1 and 2 and 3 and 2 times. So that is the first 8 bars of this 12-bar blues. So we've got 4 bars of F minor, 2 bars of D flat 9, and then back to 2 bars of F minor. So let me put that all together as one piece so far so you can hear what that sounds like. Try and play along, get set, and I'll count us in on that F minor. A 1, 2, 3, 4. To D flat. Back to F minor. Now notice one tip there as I'm going through that. When I hit the chords, I'm releasing the pressure. So I'm not letting them ring out. I'm keeping them pretty staccato there, so short and disconnected. From there, we get to the final 4 bars here, and we're gonna play this. Now this is a beautiful way to end your blues in the turnaround. What you do is we're in the key of F, you go up 3 frets. So 1, 2, 3. You go up to the A flat note, and we're gonna play major chords and just walk it down every fret. So it's gonna go this A flat. You could do a full bar chord, but I like playing those top 4 strings like what we did on the F minor there earlier as sort of the easier version, but it's a great sound. So here we've got 6, 5, 4, 4. We're gonna strum that, let it ring for 1 bar. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we'll walk it down 1 fret to G for 2 beats, and then we'll walk it down another fret for 2 beats, that's G flat, and then home to that F minor. And that's gonna stay on F minor to the end of the form there. So it's gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's put it all together. We're gonna play 1 time through this 12-bar blues, and when we get to the end, we'll just hit 1 final F sharp minor in that 12th bar. So get set, and I'll count us in. A 1, 2, 3, 4. To D flat. Back to F minor. A flat, 2, 3, 4. G, walk it down. F minor, 2, 3, 4. A 1, 2, 3, 4. So practice that progression, and note that going to that D flat is definitely a not typical. Usually we would go to the 4 chord, which would be a B flat minor, like you would do in, say, something like Green Onions, another great organ trio blues song. But going to that D flat makes it have a different feel to it. So practice this progression, and then when you're ready, try and play it along with the song. And it's just that same 12-bar blues through the whole thing. And remember that even if you're playing all the rhythms right and the chords right, but you're not in tune, that's a bummer. So grab my 5-step secret tuning method guide. This was a game changer for me, and I want you to be able to grab any guitar that's out of tune and get it in tune with itself right away. Once I learned this, I got so much more confidence in my playing, my ear got better, and all you gotta do is follow these simple 5 steps and you can get that happening for you. Just go to johnmclennan.com/tuning and download it right there as my gift to you. As always, thanks for watching, thanks for listening, and for more blues guitar, watch this video next.